And this morning, the Broward County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help to find a missing 14-year-old girl. She was last seen around 10 o'clock on Saturday night near the 7900 block of Hampton Boulevard in North Lauderdale. Well, Steve Bannon says he has changed his mind and is now willing to testify before the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Bannon is a former White House chief strategist during the Trump administration. The committee wants to talk to him about his communications with Trump in December of 2020 about certifying the presidential election results and his comments leading up to the Capitol insurrection. Well, new this morning, more than 124,000 documents were leaked to The Guardian that reveal efforts by Uber to lobby powerful politicians and promote violence for the sake of success. Messages in the so-called Uber files. Well, happening today, the Uvalde County Sheriff is expected to testify before the Texas panel investigating the massacre at Robb Elementary School. Sheriff Ruben Nolasco initially refused to testify, but changed his mind after being issued an official notice. And moving on to Utah, 4 people have been arrested in connection to a massive wildfire that's been burning for the last 3 days. The halfway fire has consumed more than 8,000 acres, and more than 200 firefighters are battling the high winds and low humidity. Well, public comment for a hearing on a controversial new rule will remain open through today. The Agency for Healthcare Administration is considering a new measure backed by Governor DeSantis, which would deny Medicaid coverage for certain transgender treatments. And now to a developing story. Police are on the hunt for a gunman after a shooting at a bar in South Africa leaves more than a dozen people dead and several others wounded. CBS 4's Austin Carter live in the newsroom with all the details. Austin. Well, some sad news this morning for Oprah Winfrey. Her father has passed away. Vernon Winfrey died late Friday after battling cancer. Surrounded by family, Oprah said, quote, "I had the sacred honor of witnessing the man responsible for my life take his last breath." And caught on camera, dramatic moments as authorities surround a man who led them on a multi-county chase after they say he shot a woman. This happened Saturday on I-95 in Palm Beach County. Law enforcement followed him on the highway from Broward County through Miami-Dade. The Broward County Sheriff's Office identified the man as 41-year-old Sean Williams. Investigators say this started when they found a woman who had been shot with life-threatening injuries in West Park in Broward County. Well, new this morning, more than 124,000 documents leaked to The Guardian reveal efforts by Uber to lobby powerful politicians and promote violence for the sake of success. Messages in the so-called Uber files indicate that French President Emmanuel Macron helped the company when he served as the country's economic minister. Happening today, the Uvalde County Sheriff is expected to testify before the Texas panel investigating the massacre at Robb Elementary School. Sheriff Ruben Nolasco initially refused to testify but changed his mind after being issued an official notice. Law enforcement has been scrutinized for the response to the shooting that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. Well, public comment for a hearing of a controversial new rule will remain open throughout the day. The Agency for Healthcare Administration is considering a new measure backed by Governor DeSantis, which would deny Medicaid coverage for certain transgender treatments. And abortion rights supporters are keeping up the pressure on the Biden administration to do more to ensure abortion access for women in every single state. The president said his administration is looking at a number of responses to the Supreme Court's decision, including a public health emergency declaration to free up federal resources. And ringing the alarm for residents in Broward County, you could soon once again hear the blast of train horns. Right now, train horns are only reserved for emergencies, but federal regulators are considering eliminating the county-wide quiet zone.